lovely souls, starseeds, light beings. I'm Jaika, and welcome. If you are unfamiliar with me or what I do, I actually help others to navigate their spiritual awakening by many different means. I'm also a Reiki practitioner, and for those of you who do not know what Reiki is, it is a Japanese form of energy healing. And I'm actually here to talk to you today about how it is that we are all the same. And a lot of people have a really hard time with this concept. And this is just something that I learned during my spiritual awakening. I'm just literally going to jump right in. And I have to first do that by explaining that we are all energy, and everything is energy. Everything vibrates at a particular frequency and vibration. In fact, Nikola Tesla, one of his most valuable and remembered lessons to us is that in order to understand the universe, you must think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. And that's what we all are. That's what everything is, including this 1975 VW bus that is my happy place most of the time, and that's why I decided that I was going to do this video here, because I'm not sure what it is, the energy of this bus or where it's been or where it's come from really resonates with me. And so to move on, how are we all the same? Well, in my spiritual awakening, I was introduced to, just naturally, opened up to the fact that I was becoming one with the universe. And I didn't really understand what that all meant at the time. I just literally felt my energy and myself open up. And when you open up and you surrender, literally like water, just things that you could have never imagined, teachings just literally fall and wash over you. It's kind of like a baptism, and water is information. This is the information age that we are entering, the age of Aquarius, the water bearer age. So we are basically getting downloads, DNA upgrades. Our software is being upgraded because we are a lot like computers. We are energy beings. And with that being said, it's really important that at this time, also being that this is the age of Aquarius, drink a lot of water, because we are energy beings. And our brains are just firing off signals and neurons all the time. Drinking a lot of water is really good because water is a conductor of electricity. So it's a great conductor of electricity. So if you're filling yourself with a lot of junk, drinking energy drinks or coffee or what have you, and you're not getting enough water, then you're not functioning at your optimum level. It's just kind of like a car with a radiator. If you're not putting the proper stuff in, you're just holding it off. You're just staving it off. You're just that car is just not operating properly. It's the same with you. It's the same with your body, and your mind is affected, and that's where we come into energy. So being that we are energy beings, we literally are just being. If you close your eyes, there's darkness, but there is still light. And when you open your eyes, everything outside of you is a projection of what is inside of you. So if you aren't drinking properly, if you aren't eating properly, you're not hydrated, it's immediately going to change your perception of many things, including people, situations around you. So it's really important to take care of yourself. And one of the first ways that we do that is with food and water. If we're just, if I'm eating an apple, as opposed to, a piece of bread, those makeups are totally different. And the apple was grown on a tree, and that tree is encoded by the universe just like we are. We are then taking the apple, we are eating it, we are taking it with us, its wisdom and everything that it's been taught. And on the other end of the spectrum, if we take in a piece of bread, and who knows where the bread came from, maybe we bought it from the supermarket, and whoever packed that bread was having a very rough day. The thing about energy is that energy is transferred. If the bread is made by a machine, there's no care and love of it. See what I'm saying? So what you choose to bring into your space, into your body, if you smoke marijuana or whatever, where did that come from? You're bringing it into your body, you're consuming it. And it's going to change your makeup. And that's why we always say things like, you are what you eat. It's so true. So you really need to start with having a good relationship with your food. And sometimes that means just, taking a break and not eating right away. I eat one meal a day, and that meal is dinner. I snack during the day. I'll have fruits, I'll have vegetables, I'll have oatmeal, tea, lots of water during the day, but I have one meal at night, and I really look forward to it. So we really make it special, and I put lots of love and energy and time into that meal, and try to make sure that my atmosphere isn't too chaotic with 3 babies and 3 dogs. And I try to really just be very intentional about what I'm putting into it. So how are we all the same? Again, if everything is energy, and depending on how you treat yourself and love yourself, and what energies you bring into your space and into your life, and once you open your eyes from that darkness, everything you see projected outwards is a mirror from what's within, then that means that the people that come into your life, your soul wanted to experience. So I want you to imagine that every single person that comes before you, and there are no accidents, there are none. I do not really believe in coincidence. I think I used to before, but nothing happens without the universe first ordaining it. So when you cross another person's path, energies in your life, whether, it's coming from you, you are drawing that person or that experience to you. You are literally a magnet. And we don't even realize this. Once we have the power, once we go through our awakening, and we have this power to realize that we actually draw experiences to us, it's called the law of attraction. So that is, whatever frequency you are vibrating at, that is what you draw towards you. So if you're going through a particularly rough time, you're not taking care of yourself, you're really sad, you're really low, you're in the dumps, and you're not nourishing your soul, you are going to attract negative things. And you can do that even without even realizing it. You could be naturally vibrating at a higher frequency and decide, oh, I'm going to smoke marijuana today, and you don't really know much about that strand or where that came from or who grew it and what energy they had, that they were experiencing inside of themselves when they packed it for you, or whatever it was. You bring that into your field, and now you, being that you are that you naturally vibrate at a higher frequency, you bring that in. And it can actually have the effect of lowering your frequency down. So then you start to get fearful, paranoid, anxious. This is why some people should not and cannot smoke marijuana. And if you are a light worker, and you naturally vibrate at a higher frequency, it's important for all people to remember that marijuana and everything really, whether it's food, crystals, smokable herbs or whatnot, everything is a tool that is outside of yourself. Okay, so use everything wisely. So you are drawing experiences to you depending on what you're vibrating. And again, peace starts on your plate. So be careful what it is you're eating. Make sure you get a lot of water. You are out in the world. You draw this experience and this person to you. And now you're faced with a mirror. Okay, light workers, you're naturally empathic. You feel other people's energy. And so it's really important also to be able to discern your own energy from their energy. But when something comes before you or someone comes before you, imagine it as a mirror. Imagine that that person is you. Okay, so what is this person here to teach you? Maybe this person is an overly angry person, and this teaches you to be less angry. Maybe this person is having a really rough go at things, and they like to cover a lot of stuff up in their life, and so they project themselves as being very fake. It's good to discern and know and be able to see what's going on in their life, so that you can then do your own shadow work and realize, okay, are there areas in my life where maybe I'm not so real with the world? And I don't really want to get into different races or genders and my own personal beliefs on that. That might come out sometime in another video. What is important is that we realize that we can only perceive that which we are a vibration of. So if you are vibrating high and you're vibrating in love, you are going to see love. You're going to be able to deliver love. If somebody comes before you, discern, know the difference between your energy and their energy, see the mirror, respond with love and help them out of love. And not everybody you're going to be able to impact, but certainly you can try. And it's okay to protect your own energy, and it's okay to say goodbye if you need to. It literally is not the end of the world, and people are meant to change and grow, and often the people that start out in our lives are not the same people that are there at the end of our lives, and that's okay. Just, ask the caterpillar, because his life completely changed when he became a butterfly. It's so much easier to get through life if you can learn to let go of your ego by doing your shadow work and experiencing others. There's no reason that we should continue to live in a state of duality, which is really what this matrix is all about. We don't have to participate the way that we have been programmed to or taught to. We make up our own reality. Again, we are only capable of perceiving that which we are a vibration of. So, are you abundant? Do you wish to be abundant? You must first vibrate at that frequency. And you will literally draw it to you. And there are times in my spiritual awakening where I felt extremely fearful. Actually, at the very moments of the click that was going on in my head, where I didn't realize exactly what was going on, I was beginning to feel very fearful, because as you awaken spiritually, you realize how vulnerable we all are, how vulnerable you are to be here. This is our vessel. This is our vessel. This is our reality that we create. But our soul, when we become awakened, it joins. And now our lower consciousness programmed level, it learns to act alongside our higher consciousness. And our higher consciousness comes in and teaches us new ways, and it really stirs things up in us, and it just makes us feel so afraid, because everything that we've ever been programmed to know, everything we've ever been taught, when we realize that it was all a lie, everything is new and it's so scary. And in my spiritual awakening, I was literally feeling nothing but fear, and I drew really negative things to me, and negative people and negative situations to me, and I had to learn to discern and to know that I was the one creating that. Because contrary to popular belief, life is not happening to us. When you're in those situations, and I've been in many of those situations in my life, where I say, why is this happening to me? Why are these things happening to me? Why did my car break down? Why am I going through this struggle in my marriage? Why is this happening to me? It's not happening to us. Life is not happening to us. It's responding to us. And we have a responsibility to then in turn respond. So imagine it this way. If we all start viewing everybody outside of us as a mirror and see that we are connected, how much better this world could be. Because we can then learn that we have more power within ourselves to help others and ourselves. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. All neighbors. All. And there's animals, and there's plants, and people, and there's other extraterrestrial beings. And we should be learning from them all. And once we surrender and we allow ourselves to be open, we can bring in so much wisdom and so much knowledge without ego. And then we can learn how to teach others. And that's really what I'm trying to do. And I'm not sitting here telling you that I know it all, because I don't. And that's really the thing about wisdom, is realizing how much you don't know and how much you still have to learn. And as I go through my life and my journey and I meet new people, those people teach me so much. And by people, I mean soul. And being that I'm a light worker, being that I'm very clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, all of those clairs, man, it can be really, really rough. And also that I'm a Reiki practitioner, and I'm just so used to working with energies in all forms. When I speak to another person on a higher level, we say those things, don't we? We say things like that. Oh, we're talking on a higher level. It really has meaning. So if I'm speaking to an individual, I already know, because I'm tapped into the universe, I'm tapped into my higher self and my higher consciousness, that I'm not just having a conversation with a person verbally. I'm speaking with them spiritually and on a higher level. Our consciousness is speaking in a different language. It's really freaking cool. And sometimes when I'm talking to people and I just start beaming or smiling, and they just look at me like I don't know, maybe they think I'm in another world or something. Maybe I am. It's just because I'm hearing things about them that they don't even hear. And because I try to vibrate at a higher level of love and enlightenment, I can see the beauty in them that they can't see. And I try to show them that. As a light worker, I try to show them that. And some people aren't ready for it, and some people push me away. They don't see any beauty in themselves, and that's too bad. It's a real bummer. But there is beauty in us all, and we are all connected by the light. And that's what I choose. I don't choose to be connected in the darkness. I choose to be connected in the light. And in the darkness, we all shine. I really hate to see all of the duality in this world that we experience, like with racial issues and gender issues, and we are all the same in love, and God is all love, and we can reside in the kingdom of God in love, if that's where we all choose to be. And I think that at this time in this world and in many of our lives in the year 2020, we are all learning about the difference between fear and love. And there's really only two emotions, fear and love. And emotions are just energy in motion. So what energy do you choose to resonate at? And start with water, because water has its own energy, its own frequency. And the same with food too. Be careful what you eat, because it's going to affect your thoughts. It's going to affect your reality. It's going to affect how you view others. And it's always a choice. I am really thankful that you took the time to hang out with me here at this moment. I believe that if you felt compelled to click here, I believe that you are undergoing a transformation, or at least in the beginning stages of doing so. And if you know me fairly well, you know I'm here for you. And you can contact me, and I will do my best to help navigate you through your spiritual awakening. It was rough for me, and so all the things that I learned that I can share with others to make it easier on others, I will do my best. Otherwise, I hope to do another video soon. Can't tell you when that's going to be, but thank you for hanging out. Love yourself and love others. And as always, I love you, and namaste.